closing. Ow, there's something in the fucking, ow. Oh, Yo, what's up everybody, how you doing? It is Courtney-Jai, welcome back to my channel. It's very nice to have you here today. Now today I am doing a Q&A, but I am doing something a little bit different. Seems my girlfriend is out of town going to see her family, and seems I have a flat all to myself. It seems that I went into my cupboard and I found me rollerblades. I am going to turn this into a little roller rink and we're going to answer some questions as I skate along. It should be fun. I'm probably going to break something. I'm probably going to break myself. I haven't rollerbladed in like 5 years, so this will be interesting. The first question comes from Mr. Kirby Smash, and he asks, how was your holiday? And how is April? My holiday was about 4 out of 10, Kirby, I've got to be honest, yeah? The weather was delightful. It was like 27 degrees, it was blazing sun. I even got burnt for the first time in my life, which I don't do that because I have like mixed race skin, so it doesn't really burn that often, but I did get burnt and I wore factor 50 sun cream, so don't even go and tell me that I should have been wearing sun cream because I did. But the people in Bulgaria, for some reason, I just had this feeling they don't like English people. But at least I had lovely weather, and that's what I can say, because I've come back to England and the weather is crap. Edwin Melendez says, how did you find out you were bi? Well, it's quite simple. I had a friend, fancied my friend, kissed my friend, did other stuff with my friend, had a boyfriend for a while, got my heart broken. That's how I realised I was bisexual. Went into denial for many, many years. Got woke, AS, I think that's the term the children use. Came out as bisexual. That's pretty much it all in a nutshell. And that's how I realised I was bisexual. I like men and women. I think they're both beautiful in body, mind and soul. Everyone has their own unique qualities, and I just don't know how you can't be bisexual. But I guess that's for everybody. I know how people are like, I don't know how you could be gay, I don't know how you could be straight. You know, it's just the way it is, you know. I see beauty in everything and I like living that way. The next question comes from Matthew. I almost fell over. Mattox. Mattox? Mattox? No, Mattox. I got it right in the first time. I should never ever question my judgment. He says, do you like cats? And I love cats. I've had 3 or 4 cats in my lifetime. At my mum's, I had a cat called Chili. He was absolutely adorable. I remember one time he set his tail on fire in the fireplace by accident, and he thought it was the dog's fault. And we put out his tail, and the first thing he did was leap at the dog. And the dog just crapped himself and backed up into a corner. So I loved Chili. Had a cat called Pepper as well, and I had a cat called Lucky, who was just a big lion fluffy thing. He just stayed outside all the time. Was not a very nice cat. Did not like to be touched. Not the nicest of, you know, kitties. I like kitties what like to be touched and stroked, and you know, you can cuddle up to. That's the kind of cat what I like. I don't like vicious ones. They scare me. Now this question is something what I need to answer because this person says they're called the Sims covers, and they say, I'm suicidal, what should I do? Now it's important for you to reach out to people, and not so much me, but to the people you are actually have in your life, the people around you, your mom, your dad, your brother, your sister, a family member, a friend. Try and talk to them about it, because I tell you now that if you were in this world, their lives would be shattered. So you are so important to them, you are so vital to their lives. So reach out to one of them, and if you feel like you can't talk to one of them, there are so many hotlines, there are so many websites, there are so many charities that you can contact, who you can talk to and get advice, and just try and changing the little things in your life to make you not feel that way. And I'm sorry that you feel that way, because no person in this world should ever feel like that is their answer. And you can be and you can get past it, because I've been there. I've had family members be there, and it takes someone to care. So please, for me, for everybody who's watching this video, go out there and just speak to somebody. Speak to your parents, speak to your sister, speak to your brother, speak to any person that you need to speak to, which will help. Reach out to them, because it's important that you do. Now the next question comes from Time Pass, and they ask, your first boyfriend. Now I don't know if that means they've watched the video and they loved the video, or they want to ask me to answer some questions about my first boyfriend, and I made a video about it. So you should probably go check out that video to save me talking about the same stuff in the same video. That'll be in the description below. Have fun, time pass. Thomas Hannah, how did you deal with training at the gym and your sexuality? So, I don't know if he means this in a combined manner, because my sexuality never really comes up at the gym. But how do I deal with my training is that I make sure that I know what my goal is. I know I want to be stronger, I know I want to look better, and the more that I train and the better I get, I see that I can lift more and I just feel healthier and I feel sexier. And it's for the first time in a long time that I actually feel sexy with my shirt off and I feel sexy being me. And I know that sounds like a weird thing because you guys watch me all the time, but you see me under lights, you see me at the perfect angle, you see me when I'm always looking my best, and I don't always look like that, and I needed something to keep me motivated and to keep me pushing towards me feeling healthy. So that's how I handle my training. As for my sexuality, how I handle that is generally I put myself around people who have a positive attitude about life and are very, very awesome. I have cool friends, I have friends who are gay, I have friends who are bisexual. If I ever feel a little bit down, I can talk to them about that. I can even talk to my girlfriend. So, you know, I just have people in my life who make me feel okay being me. Now, Knox Garfella has an awesome question. He asks, what is your favourite TV show, anime, and childhood cartoon? So, let's start off with the favourite TV show. I'm gonna have to say, it's Buffy. I've watched Buffy so many times. It is definitely my favourite TV show. If we're going for anime, now anime is a tricky one because I've watched quite a few animes what I've loved. I loved Gaiva by Busudama. That was wicked. You should definitely check that out if you haven't watched it. But I also love I loved a bit of Naruto. Naruto was cool. Afro Samurai, amazing. I'm watching Tokyo Ghoul at the moment. That's pretty good. Fairy Tail's awesome. I can't really choose with the animes because I keep watching different ones and every single one seems to get better, or there seems to be a character what I love. I do love One Piece. I love Monkey D. Luffy. He is cool. And as for childhood cartoon, I'm gonna have to give it to the one, the only Recess, because Recess was just my cartoon. I remember so many days I would compare my friends and me to the characters in Recess, and that's just, I've still got it all. I've got it downloaded and I watch it still now. I'm 24 years old and I still watch Recess, so you know, that's my favourite cartoon. That's awesome. Also, Lloyd in Space is pretty cool as well. It was kind of like Recess 2, but it was in space with aliens and that. So, yeah, that was a good thing. The next question is a serious one, and it comes from the Lone Wanderer. And he has something very, very serious, and I think it's very important to talk about. And he says, have you ever dealt with depression before? If so, how did you overcome it? I went through severe depression. I went through depression to the point where I didn't want to live anymore. That's a horrible thing to say. That is a horrible thing to feel. I don't want anybody to ever feel like this. This is part of the reason why I have this channel, because part of my depression came from my sexuality. Other bits came from that I didn't feel like I was moving forward in life. I felt I was stagnating. I seen my friends like going up through life, and I felt like I just wasn't doing anything, and I weren't living my life for me. Now, how I got through it is I realised that one of the key things what was getting me down was my bisexuality. I had to confess about it because I've been lying, not only to myself but to other people for all these years about who I was, and you know, this is such a huge part of me, but it's such a small part, but it's a part which made me try and act in different ways because I didn't want people to realise. So I had to tell people, and then I came out, and around the age of 19 I came out and I told everybody, and I found my career and I'm working through that, and I started YouTube, and you guys just messaging me and me connecting with people, that changed everything for me. It made me a lot happier, it made me feel so great. So I guess what fixed my depression was I changed the little things in my life which were a problem, instead of taking on the big thing, and then I worked up to it, and then eventually I am where I am now. I am the happiest I've ever been, and I have awesome, awesome people watching me, and I have an awesome channel, and I have an awesome job, and I have an awesome girlfriend, and I have an awesome flat, and everything is awesome. So, yeah, just change the little things in your life. So everybody, did you like that video? If you did, please give it a massive thumbs up. Give it a share. Let's talk to people about it. Let's share my idiocy. And if you want to follow me on my social media, you can do. It'll be on the screen right now. And if you want to support me on my Patreon, you can do. I'm actually currently using the money to go to Norway so I can do some collabs with the Weird Norwegian, which is awesome. I thank you for everybody who has donated to me. It is a huge help. I wouldn't be able to do these sort of things without you guys, and you're just amazing doing it, so thank you very, very much. I'm going to say love, peace, and a chicken grease. See you next time. Thank you for watching.